Action! Did we get it right this time? Gee golly. All right, we're back from our commercial break. All right, it should be fixed now. You should be able to hear me just fine. So if you was watching me a few minutes ago, we had some technical difficulties, but we got it figured out right now. So, all right. First thing is, like I said, I'm going to start over so everybody can hear what I want you to hear. 420 was canceled today because we were doing something very special and very different. What I was able to do is secure a tour for myself and 5 other days. So we had an opportunity to meet the director of cultivation, Miss Christine De Jesus. I hope I said your name right. Don't kill me if I messed it up. Thank you for having us, and also the CEO. And thank you, sir, for allowing us to come there and not just be there, but to allow us to ask questions, to learn. I've been to other cultivation facilities in Ohio, but I have never been to an organic one. So this was a first for me. So I felt like it was a very enriching experience for me and the fellow patients who were able to be there with me. And I think that, the main takeaway that I can tell you that I learned about Galenas is that they really don't use any type of, hey Blinky, they don't use any type, thanks for letting me know my comments were, they don't use any type of pesticides or nutrients whatsoever. They strictly just use water, which is amazing. I learned about how they're controlling their bugs if they get bugs, and it's a very unique and interesting process that they use bugs to fight bugs. I think that is very, very smart and very, very eco-friendly. And again, hey Thin Lizzy, there you are. No pesticides and no chemicals and no nutrient boosters or anything like that. It's one thing to hear cultivators advertise something on a package, advertise something on their social media, but it's entirely different when we can actually go see it how it's being done ourselves, and not just me, but we. So what we're going to be working on over the next couple of days is trying to put together a video for you guys. We obviously wasn't videoing a lot of things, but we did take some pictures, and I think we've gathered enough imagery. And there is little video pieces. I got a couple little pieces for you guys that are pretty stunning, amazing. Will blow your mind, I'm telling you. And we're going to put a little video together for you. And I'm going to try to get some of the other people that went on the tour to kind of help tell you what their experience was. So it's not just me telling you what my experience was, but then you can get it from a few different perspectives. So that's the goal. That's right, ladybugs. No, we're not talking about ladybugs, Phil. This is something far more advanced than that. This is like eco science or something. This is like nothing you're thinking about. I've seen it in one other place, but it wasn't as even advanced as what they're doing there. So yeah, I have some pictures of some of the bug things that they have, but you can't see the bugs or anything. Like I said, it's eco science. If you want to know more about it, just look up controlling bugs with bugs. You might be able to find some additional information. Oh yeah, you picked up that vape. Oh yeah, so Sergeant Slaughter, did you get the second breakfast? I did confirm that is actually Galena's material. So if you are wondering about the second breakfast cartridge that I had last night, that is for sure a Galena's material that's being used to make that oil, and it's pretty good. Like I said last night, it's pretty smooth. But I can just say that what I learned over the last 24 hours was a lot. I mean, let me just recap it for you. I went to 5 dispensaries yesterday. 5 dispensaries in one day. I only had 6 days available. I used all 6 days, and I spent less than $200. So I will make another video to explain that a little bit better, how I did that, kind of walk you through it, what my thinking was. But I can tell you that Out of those 5 dispensaries, I had only been to, I think, one. I think the other ones I had never been to before. I never been to anything in Akron. I had a good experience in Akron. I really appreciate the dispensaries in Akron hosting me there. I would say that if I compare Akron dispensaries wait times to, per se, Columbus, Ohio, or Akron, y'all doing a good job. Because the kind of speed and efficiency that I saw in Akron is not something I'm used to seeing in Columbus. But I see things are getting better here, so I'm not going to just totally give Columbus a hard time. I do see some improvements and some changes at some shops, but prices are still way too high. And using precious sodium, I'm not an expert on growing a lot, but I do know a little bit. And you just want to ask questions that make sense to you based on whatever your comfort level is in knowledge. So, if you have some other questions you want me to ask Galenas, or you saw something in the picture and you want to ask a question about it, don't hesitate to do so. But like I said, once we get the video together, that should help answer some of people's questions. And then, like I said, you can hear from other patients what they thought, what their impressions are, and how they feel versus how they felt before the tour was. So that's something that we're going to work on. So that's all I have for now. If you haven't already and you're watching on replay, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button right now. Smash that like button right now. And let's go ahead and medicate before I go. Oh, by the way, I got some rocket fuel here. Another. By Cure, Ohio. Man, I only paid $20 for this thing. $20. Holla. Anyway, so if you haven't tried rocket fuel, so yes, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. I don't want y'all to think I just no call, no show on my show. That's just not how I roll. If it wasn't really canceled, I would have told you earlier. But I had every intention of getting back and surprising y'all, and it just didn't go that way because it just took longer and rain, traffic. You know how it goes. We got sidetracked and it took a little bit longer than I thought. So anyway, I will holler at you guys this weekend. Most of you guys, I'm sure I'll talk to you on the messenger or on the internet. Oh, I always say last minute. Then there's something else I forgot to tell you. On the Ohio Cannabis Live app on Wix, I re-updated something else, just come across some button, and now all of our videos are now in the app. So you don't even have to go to OhioCannabisLive.com. You can just download our app through Wix. Go to the Play Store or the iPhone Store. We're on both. And download Wix, and then, if you don't have the invite code, I'll send it to you. You type in the invite code, and boom, now you have the Ohio Cannabis Live app, and you can see everything, log into everything, do whatever you need to do. And now you can watch all the videos there. Some of the new ones, like today's and yesterday's, they ain't on there yet, and probably last week's videos aren't on there. But it's a large library of videos that I put on there. Some of them are my videos, some of them are other patients' videos, some of them are doctors' videos. It's a barrage of videos there. But as we keep getting updated, it will get bigger. And now, I didn't tell you this either, you can now upload your own videos to OhioCannabisLive.com. And guess what? We got unlimited video uploads. Unlimited. Yes, I said that. And if they don't give us unlimited, man, we're going to talk bad about this company here. And I paid a lot to get the unlimited upload videos. Is the Vision Spinner legal? Well, basically, the Vision Spinner is just a aftermarket battery. The state requires patients to use batteries that are either provided at the dispensary or provided with the product, or you're in violation of program rule section BS. And if you if you get in trouble, man, they're going to send the vape police after you. I'm just kidding. No, The fidget spinner is not a state-approved device. It is just a old battery. It's been around since 2004, I think, maybe 2008, somewhere in there. It's a really old thing. And I've already I'll go over it again just so you'll know. The reason why I use the spinner battery, and this is just kind of like my rebuttal for this reasoning with the state and their one setting sets it all batteries, or medium, high, and low batteries, is that a battery with voltage control. I don't have it in my hand right now. I will show you. But the battery, the spinner, as you know, because you got one now, it has the voltage control. And what that allows you to do is to adjust how harsh or how the oil hits. And so sometimes you may need to turn it up if you don't like the way it's hitting, or maybe you turn it down if it's hitting too hard. If you're coughing and choking, you can turn this voltage down. It goes several things. It's more than 3 settings on this thing. You can dial in what you like. It's just like with this device I have in my hand. I dial in the temperature that's for Anthony Riley Mastamynd, not what's for the state of Ohio or anyone else watching this video. I dial it in to what works for me, so I could just do what I just did here a minute ago, and I'm not. So the state can't tell me how I can ingest something so I don't cough. They gonna give me something and program it so I choke? No, sir. No, sir. That's why they come up with a device like this. This is a state-approved device, by the way. And this is the PAX Era Pro, but the PAX Era is just as good as $20. But you can adjust this from 420 to 700 and something. That makes it a lot easier for you to get it to right for you. Yeah, see, and that's how I come across the spinner. Actually, was I used to eat vape juice a long time ago, and that's how I quit smoking, guys. I used to smoke cigarettes, honestly, truthfully, and I decided one day to start playing with them e-cigarettes. Everybody's walking around. Here we go. I mean, everywhere you go to one of them vape shops. As soon as you walk in the door, this is what they do. Welcome. I mean, it's so much. I can't even recreate the amount of vapor in these vaping shops. And it's just, what if a vape device is legal by the FDA standard? I don't even know if there is that's a great question. That's a question right there. I don't know if there is an FDA standard for a vaping battery. That's an awesome question, man. I'm gonna have to look at that. You feel attacked? What do you mean? I'm lost. You feel is that a typo? You feel attacked? You said you know you're vape. Okay, see, you know what it is, man? I'm on a white wall looking at white letters. I hate when this happens. If I get closer, and you can see my face. Hold up. Yeah, I'm kind of like having a hard time reading here. Sorry about that. Okay. You said, yeah, you know your vapes. Yeah, I thought I answered the question correctly. Did I say something? Oh. I didn't know. I didn't know that. My bad. See, I'm sorry, Gerziak. I'm sorry about that. The white is blending in sometimes. I thought I had figured out how to change the color, but it messes with me sometimes. So I think I just didn't see the other part where you said that. So my bad. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna hold everybody up. But we're gonna do a lot more tours. I could just say that real easily. I still think I stand behind the spinner vision simply because it's a very reliable device. Vape e-juice or whatever, CBD oil, whatever you want to use it for, it seems to work for them all. And another reason I really like that one, Gerziak, the spinner, is because whenever you have a cartridge that's clogged, it can pop that sucker. It will put enough heat to it that it will unclog that guy. Whenever I have a cartridge that's clogged, my go-to is my Spinner Vision 2 or 3. I had the 3 too, man, but I ended up keeping the 2 and giving somebody the 3. Well, see, Corey, yeah, see what it is? I'm using this program called Prism, and it's a free program. It has no ads, no fees, no tricks, no nothing. I don't know how they making money. Thanks, Prism, but you can basically just tie all your accounts into it. So like, I can change the color on here, but I just haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. Like, I had to figure out. There's a way to do it. Um, I had to figure it out. I thought I had changed it before to blue or something. We was looking at it in blue, so let me see if there's a way to do it. Because they upgraded this a little bit more, but nope, they did not. I'll have to figure it out. No, but you're absolutely correct. If I was just streaming live from YouTube only, then I can go into a dark theme like you said, and then it'll change it there. But when you're using this collaborative app, you can't really change any of your settings. You could probably, if you went and sat down at a desktop, you could probably change it while it's still streaming, possibly. But like from this Prism app, you can't do it. I don't know why, but I mean that's probably something Prism. If you're watching, you might want to add that in there as one of your extra features. Is a panel where I can get in there and pull up my YouTube font control and make it different colors. So if I'm in a white background or if I'm outside or something like that, it'll be easier for me to see the you know, the text. They know what I'm saying. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. What y'all medicating on over there? Since I'm still here. I love talking to you guys. It's like being on the phone sometimes going live. I don't know why. Nope. You guys ain't medicating? Let's see. I had some Diamonds and Sauce by Buckeye Relief. It's a sour blue diesel. And let me tell you, I'm not a big sativa person, but that stuff gives me some really good energies. I really like that. You still, well, like I said, Corey, just check out the website and we will help you through. Oh yeah. What's the THC on that Banana Punch, Sergeant Slaughter? Is it a tier 1 or a tier 2? I had the Banana Punch when Columbia Care first launched. It was all right. The buds were kind of small. It was kind of like little like smalls. It wasn't like big bud games like I like, but the quality was decent. I mean, I didn't buy it again. Keeping it real with you, I like the Slap Wagon better actually. Okay. I mean, for me, well, we've been trying to stay at stuff that's above 20%. I mean, we've been playing with these 21s and 22s and some 23s to see if we could satisfy ourselves with those. Because, we always say it's not all about the THC, right? But, if it's too low of THC, then it just seems like it negates itself. It doesn't, unless it has really good terps. Now, I've seen stuff like Lemon Dosey Do with really low THC but high terpene profile. Woo-hoo-hoo. And the flavor, woo-hoo-hoo. Yuzu Purple, woo-hoo-hoo. I mean, so if you get something with really, really good terps in it, you said you ain't getting it again. See, so you disappointed as well. Did you get the 2.8 or did you get the 5.6? Oh, okay. You said it was too many sugar leaves. Okay, okay. Well, I can understand that, man. Like I said, I only had it that one time. I think I did. Did I do a review? Man, like I said, I go through so many things. I can never keep up with how many reviews I've actually done sometimes. It's like go through them like boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, dang. Sorry to hear that. Was it at least a good deal? Did you get a good deal on it? I mean, at least it only burned 6 days, right? Man, I'm telling you, man. I feel like I just. Oh well, that's not too. That's for 18%. Let me just put it to you like this: when I first was getting layer cake, I was getting it for that price with the discounts, but without the discount, it was 150 for a half. And they were always, knock on wood, always tier 2. always past 24%, almost always. I ain't gonna say never, but I'm saying most all the layer cake ones I've had always over 25%. Everyone I've gotten in my collection, garlic cookies same way, always in high 20s type thing. But they've had a couple low end batches, but that's just really like the bottom of the barrel, right? Probably the last of the last. But they've managed to keep it up there for a while. Um, but it doesn't really have strong terps. That garlic cookie smells great, but the terp profile is still relatively low compared to some of the other things that we got. So I don't know, but sometimes it just works. It's just a hit and miss on the batch. Sometimes the batch is fire, sometimes it's not. You said just get a luster to balance it out. you know, speaking of lusters, what do you guys think about that 3-pack they got going on right now with Grow Ohio? You think that's a good deal? I don't know. You guys already know I don't like the luster pod. So I mean, let me be honest up front about that. I'm not a fan. Um, I can't see myself buying 3. I really fight myself to buy one only because like you say, well, $60 for uh, a .85, but I'll just tell you, I paid, I think it was $68 yesterday or 70 something. I have to look at my receipt for a whole gram. I got 2 half-gram layer cake cartridges, 510 threads, and they were like 30 something dollars a piece. So, and there was no, just put on a regular battery. Official battery. But like I said, to me, it's really hard. I didn't know that until they told me. I did not know that, and that is something that I had to mark on my calendar. I'm glad you brought that up, Sergeant Slaughter. So yeah, for y'all that noticed that Bloom does 30% off on the 1st and the 15th. If you couldn't read what he was saying, so I mean, I did not know this until they told me yesterday, and I shopped at Bloom Columbus. I don't know, is it all the Blooms doing it, Sergeant Slaughter, or is it just Akron? Is it just Akron? Because even when they said it, it's like we can't speak for the other locations, but that's what we do here. I'm like, it's a chain. They're not doing the same thing at all of them. I thought they was. I just thought they were. Okay, that's cool. That's cool then. That's really really cool. That is something did not know. See, you learned something. See, I hadn't been going to Bloom that much for a while. Then I started going back to the one in Columbus. They start doing better on their sales and deals. So then I start going back. And like I said, I don't really pay attention to their sales because most of the time they really don't apply to me because I have indigent status. So I don't look at them. But the extra 5% every now and kicking in, that does help out. Exactly, Lil Mac. Exactly. And that's why I don't like them luster pods. That's why I don't like all these on and off batteries. They don't give you the flexibility as a patient that you need. You get an on and off battery and you hit that sucker and it burns your throat. It just burns your throat. There's nothing else you can do unless you have a mod battery or a spin to get it where you want it. Or if not, guess what? It's harsh, you hate it, and then you've wasted your money, and then the cartridge just lays around somewhere until you have nothing left, and you're desperate, and then you finally decide to hit it, and it still burns your throat, and you still hate it, and it's really not even the product's fault. It's the damn battery. I can prove it. I can prove this to people. It's not like we're just saying this because this is my opinion. It's facts. You gotta have temperature control on these concentrates. You cannot just have on and off. This pen I got here, this Yokan, it's on and off, but what it does do is it cuts off after like 15 seconds. So like it doesn't just stay on. Like there's a heating time and a cooling time. I mean, this is probably the only on and off device that I really would use. And you could put a 510 battery on this thing, but it's just good for concentrates. And these are very reliable. A lot of people have these Yokans, and they're not that expensive. I don't understand why they wouldn't be a state approved rice. Why? Because it's cheaper than all them other fancy Puffco and Volcano and all them. It's cheaper. They don't want you to make it. They want you to save money. They want you to go out and buy a $300 battery that does nothing. for you. It's just like I don't understand. When we could buy a $50 battery that does all kinds of stuff. Well, yeah, they switched out, man. They switched clutch, changed the pods to clear like Rural Ohio's. So here's the new breaking news with that. Now you'll never be able to figure out whether that's a luster pod from Grow Ohio, or say you buy a luster pod from Grow Ohio and you buy a luster pod from Clutch. Well, since they're going to look the same now and they don't label those guys, you're never going to know which oil you're hitting unless you just know your terps. If you know your terps, you know your flavors, you pick it up. Oh, ice cream cake. Mac. I have Mac and ice cream cake right now. But if I just look at those two pods, I don't know which one is which. I have to literally draw on one, and I can say, yeah, I know this is the Mac because the Mac doesn't clog. The ice cream cake does. That's how I can tell them apart. Yeah, they're in the process of switching out the carts to the clutch pods to clear ones. I seen one just yesterday. Somebody sent me a picture of one, so it's already started. It looks exactly like the Grow Ohio one. So again, if Grow Ohio's watching this video by some chance, or who is this other people making these luster pods? Who else do we say? Clutch. If you guys are listening to this video, I'm telling you because I know these devices and I know patience and I listen. It is not that great of a device to keep adding more product line to it. I'm going to do a survey. Hacks, luster, or 510. Which one do you think is going to win that battle? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to survey it. We're going to put a survey out. We're going to find out definitively what patients want. And I guarantee you, it's going to be 510. Why? Because 510 is more affordable. It's easier to come by. There's a lot of different sellers. There's a lot of different mods. There's all kind of gizmos and gadgets. It's very universal. Hacks will be a good runner-up because I'm not going to go through everything it does. You already know. You can see the video. It does a lot of stuff. But this, even a $20 battery does 1,000 more things than a luster pod battery does, or any of these other weird batteries, the dark pod and all this other kind of stuff, the smart sword, all these kind of weird devices. They all don't do nothing. On and off, hot and cold. So we really got to get something going. Yeah, I mean, right. I mean, I think that there's a lot more 510 carts available than I think patients realize. There really is. And I mean, I remember when you had to get the battery. You had to have the battery. And now we're just down to the little stupid magnet that's on there that no one's probably going to ever use. Is it still stupid? Absolutely. It's just as bad as telling us we can't smoke our medicine. It's still stupid. I'll publicly say it's stupid. People can smoke cigarettes. They can smoke cigars. They can smoke CBD. But we can't smoke weed legally. But we have cards. It still has never made sense. And there's no science, no logic. It's just what somebody else wanted to do. So, that's where we are. And like I said, we're really going to try to start just doing more things to try to work on transparency. And we have to move forward. We only have a few more months before the advisory board is supposed to just go. So we got to figure out what we're going to do in the next 3 months with the program. I mean, how are we going to let it be run? Are we just going to let them run it into the ground and not say nothing and not stand up and say, y'all need to stop doing these things? We need the program to be updated, upgraded, fixed. It's not going to improve. We're just going to keep seeing things just go all over the place, man. And one place doing this, another place doing that. No consistency, no standards, no enforcement. I don't know what else to say. But it's Ohio. That's what I could say. I know there was a new update about some new qualifying conditions, and we can certainly do a video on that. That's a good video to do because I'm not familiar with a couple of those conditions. They're kind of a little bit complicated ones, and so I'm going to try to learn about those other new conditions so I can speak with knowledge about those conditions. Maybe we can get a doctor to come on and talk to us about them. I can't say that I'm real familiar with those ones, but I think there's three. It's not autism. It's not opiate addiction. I mean, for starters. But it is some more to help more people. So we have to take that little bit of positive. That there might have been people who have these other conditions who really would like to become a part of the program. So I hope that it does help them. That's important. But we do have some other conditions we know we need to have added that are not added. Puffman for cart and packs for everything else. Just my 2 cents. The Puffman. Yeah, so you had to send me a link to that, man. Let me see what it looks like. Send me the link for the Puffman. I want to check that out. Yeah, I don't disagree with you at all there, Little Mac 86. I really don't. I really think, and even with that right now, there's so many other little micro crises happening in the government and everything else. It's like, how can we even throw marijuana or cannabis out there right now when there's all kinds of weird things happening where they're hacking the pipeline and the cyber attacks and all these other UFOs. Did y'all see that? We got aliens out here now. I mean, woo. Next thing we're gonna see is some Ghostbusters and some ghosts and goblins, and I'm just waiting on the Millennium Falcon to land here in Columbus on the courthouse lawn. And Luke Skywalker and Captain Kirk and Spock and everybody to just walk out and say, "Gotcha, we told y'all it was real." We're already building a starship, so I mean, let that sit in for a minute. Like, we ain't building it; it's already being tested, and they're getting ready to fly it in space and test it in space. Not a rocket, not a shuttle, starship, and we have a star base now. Did y'all know that? Star base. Yeah, it's a real thing. I love ghost hunting. That's a whole nother channel. I mean, I got a whole nother. If you're going to see my first EVP, Real Productions Inc. That's my other channel, and one of my first videos on there is this unexplained monster sound. It's very weird. We didn't hear it when we were filming, and we weren't even ghost hunting. We were actually just filming to be filming because we were like in a cool place, and I heard this. Sounds like that thing from Blood Rain. It's like, precious, my precious, the ring. I mean, the ring. It's. You'll have to go see it. I'll link you in the comments or something. It's a creepy little video to Jim, but I didn't get very much attention on it, and I guess I wasn't hitting on the ghost hunter thing at that time. No, I love dinosaurs too. Did y'all see the new announcement about the new discovery of the old dinosaur bones? Did you see that? Yeah, there's some new discovery on the dinosaur. I don't remember all the details, but like I said, I do like dinosaurs, so I did see that. There's so much happening. I mean, they said they're picking up some kind of unknown radio signals from space. They got a new telescope now that's helping them figure it out. They're saying there's 800 signals a day. 800 unknown signals a day in the world. Can you imagine? There's 800 unknown radio signals going on every day, and they're just now figuring it out. Yeah, the truth is out there, and it's right there in front of our face. I could be an alien now. I could be the alien. Oh yeah, live Dino from Dino. Yeah, I remember Dino from that little cartoon. Uh, I used to watch a little dinosaurs cartoon. Y'all, I don't know how old anybody is. We got to get into ages in here. But I used to watch a little dinosaur. There was a dinosaur cartoon back in the days. Anybody remember what it was? It was really cool. I just can't think of what it was called. Brain Freeze, old dinosaur cartoon, late 90s maybe. You know, I can't remember. That's like back in the Power Ranger days. Ghost category on Jeopardy now. That's too funny. That's too funny. We've been the science project of aliens for billions of years on Earth. That is another thing that is coming to light. They've been stealing our DNA the whole time and spreading it all over the universe is the story we're being told. And that human DNA is very, very valuable, good stuff. Those aliens need that DNA. I'm just waiting on Superman to land. You know, some guy comes up and he says, "I'm the Superman." You know, and he's got an S on his chest. He's from Krypton. I'm waiting, man. I mean, it might happen. I mean, we're gonna have a starship, so isn't it possible that maybe Superman might show up too? And Batman, it's not hard to create him. He don't have any superpowers. We just need to go get Ben Affleck. If you stop messing around with J Lo, let me quit. Anyway, yeah, we're all full of cannabis here. Yes, absolutely. You are so correct. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here with you guys, and again, I will check in with you guys here. And we'll definitely have some more footage and videos and everything else before next Friday. And I appreciate you guys being here with me. And again, make sure, because I can tell you didn't hit the button yet, you hit that like, subscribe button right now. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.